I think I went a little overboard with today's prompt. I made butterflies and belly bands galore, but what additions I will have for my journals to come. Hi everyone, Patty here. I'm ready to show you my version of the prompts. Just a quick flip through of my creations and then we'll get started. I purchased from Luise's shop a long time ago this digital package of ticket ephemera. I put a ticket from this ephemera kit in every journal I make. So my interpretation of the labels will actually be tickets, but we can do what we want and change any prompts we want, so that's how I'm going to roll today. With this kit you get a collage of all of the tickets along with a pair of scissors and a hot cup of cocoa. I tell you, I love the cover page of the kit as much as the tickets. So I printed this piece out also and made a masterboard like Luise shows in her video for making this prompt. I glued some material, lace, and old book pages to the collage and made another collage on top of it. Next I have a digital of butterflies in my Etsy shop. I can put the link in the description. One page is a hand-drawn swallowtail butterflies, which I want to add some watercolors to. I like these watercolors as they granulate, and so they spread around a little bit and make different textures on the paper. I just squirt a little bit of these granulating colors out onto a plastic plate. Find a paintbrush and get a little water in a cup. I used for color reference the butterflies that Barbara from 49 Dragonflies gave us. I also printed her page out and fussy cut out 6 of the butterflies and left the other half of the printable as journaling cards. In my printable digital, I have 16 more butterflies. 4 I will add watercolor to, and the others I will just fussy cut and use as they are. I wanted to give these butterflies just a hint of color, and I may have gone a little dark, so I added a few more colors to lighten them up. I really enjoyed this process and didn't worry about going outside of the lines, because then I don't have to worry about a white border when I fussy cut them out. Just the light wash of watercolor over these 4 butterflies. Darker around the edges to help them stand out. After I fussy cut them out, I did go back and add some gold around the edges, which really added to them. So off camera, I fussy cut all of these butterflies and the tickets while my watercolor is drying. Now I want to add some splatters in white over all of the butterflies and a little black splatters also. I speed this process up because we all know how to add splatters to our pieces. You don't have to use watercolors. You could use your distress inks and oxides to put color on these butterflies. Everything got splatters. My curtains, my sewing machine. Oh, the life of tiny house living. I didn't show on camera making the masterboards because, again, this is a step in our junk journaling process that we do every time we create a project for our junk journals. I think I make a masterboard after every project as a way to clean off my desk to get started on the next project. I made 2 masterboards, one with Luise's collage from her tickets and one from old vintage book pages along with my trade partner Barbara from Florida. She had sent me some white embossed flowers, an old receipt, music papers, and some packaging. I looked for pieces in white, creams, and tan, glued all these down onto a piece of paper. I didn't even use cardstock because I thought I would be backing them onto another colored piece to fit the journal I will be working on when I actually use them. Again, I add splatters to these pieces also. I think I even pulled out my gold and added some gold splatters, because we all know everything is better with gold and butterflies, so we have both in this prompt today. It's a win-win. Everything is cut out. I want to take 3 of the butterflies that I randomly choose to add a backing of an old vintage book text onto. I picked 3 butterflies and outlined the butterflies with a pencil around them onto the book page. I went around the butterflies, leaving 1/8 of an inch of a border, so you'll just see a hint of the text around the edges of these 3 butterflies. Cut these out, and I'm thinking ahead for day 31 for specimen cards, because I plan to take these small blue butterflies and put a piece of the vintage book page between them and make them double-sided with a book page between them like a sandwich. I'll put these away for the prompt at the end of the month. The blue small butterflies aren't all the same size, so sandwiching the text between them leaves no white border showing on either side of the double-sided piece. This butterfly digital of mine also has the name of the butterflies, and I cut these out also to add to the specimen card idea. Ink the edges and move on to the rest of the butterflies. I still have a piece of the acetate that I colored with alcohol inks, so I lay the butterfly on top of the acetate and carefully cut out the acetate to fit the butterfly. We will be shrinking the acetate so it doesn't have to be exactly the size of the butterfly. I don't want to trace around the butterfly with a felt tip pen because I don't want to see any of the line around the shape. If you had a gold Sharpie, it might be nice to trace around the butterfly because then you would have a gold outline, but I freehanded the cutting of several butterflies. When using your heat gun onto the acetate, use a paintbrush handle to hold down the center of the butterfly and gently add heat to the corner of the acetate. Now you can overdo this, and the next thing you'll have a ball of melted acetate, so go around the edges, stopping when it just starts to curl up. We just want a little shape to these acetate pieces. Can you see it start to curl? When I check to see which side has the alcohol ink onto the acetate, I want to heat the side that it doesn't have the alcohol ink on. It seems to curl better on the side that doesn't have the ink. I'll do another one, and it's a bigger butterfly, but it's hard to see with the heat gun directly over the butterfly. I love the dimension this gives to the butterflies. You can see through the acetate and see the butterfly underneath. After you get the curl you want, just add a drop of glue to the acetate to hold the acetate to the butterfly. Add the vintage book page to the butterflies and ink those edges of both the butterfly and the text page. For 3 of the watercolored butterflies, I want to add some glossy accents to the body and a couple of the body parts. I randomly add the glossy accents to the pieces. The only problem with adding glossy accents to a couple of these butterflies is that it takes so long for it to dry. I've never tried to use the heat gun on drying, so they have to air dry for several hours, if not overnight. My glossy accent is almost gone, and I'm trying to get every last drop out of this bottle. Now I'm ready to add some layers of cheesecloth, packaging material, and anything else that will add some generic layering to these pieces. I want it to be generic because I want to be able to use this in any journal that I make in the future. I fussy cut out a couple of the freebies that Luise gave us out of the coffee-stained circles to add as a layer. I also purchased from Amazon the black flower stamens that Luise uses for her butterfly feelers. These work great for adding to the layers of the butterflies. For this process, I just keep rearranging and adding pieces for added texture, color, and composition for each piece. You just know it when you put the pieces together if it will work or not. Some of the butterflies I tried to add to a cream-colored ticket, and it just didn't stand out very well. So I would move things around till I got several just the way I wanted. It's a process, and I hope you are having as much fun as I am with this year's Dephemerember prompts as I am doing. Have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.